here we are at Anime Boston 2011. This is Human Sushi Cosplay, reporting from day one of the convention. My name is Jamie. I'm cosplaying Umi Ryuzaki from Magic Knight Rayearth.
I am Sarah Richard. I am cosplaying Hikaru Shido from Magic Knight Rayearth.
I'm Abby, and I'm cosplaying Fu Hooji from Magic Knight Rayearth. It's been great to actually see people who have seen the series because it's an older series. It's from 1994. So to be able to have people come up and go, "Oh my God, I want your picture. I love that series. I watched it when I was younger," has been really great.
I think Clamp is coming through a big resurgence with Tsubasa coming out, and Tsubasa really mashing up all of the worlds from Clamp. So it's been there's definitely a lot more interest in older series like Magic Knight Rayearth. So for us, it's been really interesting so far to see how we're received.
This series for us is kind of like a nostalgic series. Like we watched this in middle school.
Yeah.
And it was like when we were all kind of getting to know each other. So it's cool to kind of, like finally get it realized.
This is Hikaru from Magic Knight Rayearth. There are 3 different types of fabric used in it. There's a red, a light pink, and a darker pink. The cape is 9 feet long and 9.5 feet wide at the bottom. The skirts are all propped up by 2 petticoats so that it has the extra poof. Everything is held together with snaps and Velcro so that it's easy to take stuff off and to put stuff back on.
It was a very long wig, braided the back section of it, and then just kind of chopped up the rest of it. Her hair is really shaggy and dusty. Just as long as you cut into points, it'll stay into points. Kind of, I gotta glue it and everything. But and then also the gems on everybody. A lot of these were like keepsake ornaments that came in halves. For we had 2 sizes, like the larger ones and the smaller ones. All the other gems I sculpted either in wax and then cast, or made molds from paint trays, and then sprayed them with transparent model spray paint.
Patterning process. We got really lucky, I'd say, with these, because a lot of the patterns were actually just big rectangles that we ended up sort of adjusting to our needs, gathering and somehow getting 70 yards of fabric to hold a shape, which was interesting. Something else that we took as a new initiative this year, we actually partnered with MAC Cosmetics at my closest location, which is Nashua, New Hampshire. And the ladies at MAC actually helped us with basically customizing makeup. They started with mine, and I was able to take the knowledge that they did with my makeup and apply it to the other 2. So this is the first time that we've actually brought in really color to our makeup. So for Umi, who is a big palette of blue, it's like an ocean, making sure that we got the right blues in the eyes so that it really made our eyes look a little bit wider, as is traditional in that anime that we all love. Making the eyes a little bit bigger, wider, and really holding the color of the costume. If you look at Hikaru, we have a bright pink up in her upper crease here that kind of ties the whole thing together in her face. And for Abby, for Fu, we have a lot of green going on her eyelids. So it really did bring everything together. And for the 3 of us who are so pale, it just added an extra layer of pulling everything together with our makeup. So that was really exciting for us as well.
So we started working on these costumes about mid-March. So altogether, most of the sewing took probably about 2 weeks, and then we spent the other 2 weeks focusing on wigs, crafting the gems, painting the gems, and then just pulling all of the details together and making sure that everything flowed and connected correctly.
What's the funniest thing that happened when we built these costumes? I'm trying to think of any good stories. Anything? I'm trying to remember.
I almost glued every single one of my fingers together last night, trying to put some of these last bits on. Yeah.
The not so fun part was hemming 6 circle skirts, which are gigantic. Don't do it.
Anti-funny.
For me personally, this was the first costume I've ever made where I haven't broken a needle on the sewing machine putting something through it that I shouldn't. I learned that foam goes through our sewing machine, which is very exciting, and plastic netting, which we didn't end up using, which is a tragedy, but hey, I learned something new. So that was a red letter event for me. I learned I can get anything through a sewing machine apparently, so nerd.
Sewing nerd.
So as far as changes to the costume that we would make if I ever wore this again, which I would really like to, because this is a pretty emotionally invested costume for us. As accurate as these boots are and as much as I love them, let me tell you right now I can't feel my feet. So finding a better insert or getting something so that the shoes aren't quite so painful would probably be the only thing I would work on to change. But I really love the way this looks. I love the way it hangs. It's pretty comfortable, all things. So, Sarah?
All right. Ooh, I'm sorry. Okay. I would probably use a different type of clear resin. I tried a different type of resin for some of these jewels, and it didn't react as well as I would like to with the silicone molding I use. So Smooth On is a really good brand. I used a different one that I got off of Amazon. It had really good reviews, but I totally forget what the name of it is. Don't get the one on Amazon that comes up first.
I'm with Jamie. I really love this costume and I would love to have the chance to wear it again. In terms of things that I would like to fix, I would like to alter aspects of my wig so that it is 100% sturdy and I'm not worried about curls or anything coming loose. I would also love to be able to rig up something that would be able to gather this so that it would be easier to walk rather than having to scoop down and pick it all up when we need to get someplace.
This is Human Sushi Cosplay.
Check us out at nerdcaliber.com.
Signing out from Anime Boston 2011.